All right, so I'm continuing from the paradigm of black people, race, low IQ. That's why there's crime. No. From the perspective of martial arts, especially, no, no. It is because it is allowed. So I was saying that, let's say minor retaliations where they damage your vehicle to try to intimidate you. If you're really truly struggling, and this is beyond paycheck to paycheck, because a lot of people who have quote unquote good jobs are still living paycheck to paycheck, but they make so much in one paycheck that they can kind of back off a little bit and shuffle some stuff around and then pay for the other paycheck. They haven't fallen 3, 4, 5, 6 months behind on critical bills. So you can take a minor hit, if something happens like that. Just like when my house got robbed too in that same neighborhood. We were trying to move. Word to the wise. When you're trying to move and you're in a sketchy area, don't do like my wife did. I hope she don't get mad when she see this. But I told her this to her face. She wanted to show off the interior of the house, right? So she had all these pictures in the mailbox. In the mailbox. In the mailbox and out on the box on the front of the thing to show what the house looked like on the inside. I told her. She said, well, they said this will help sell the house. I said, you were giving them a floor plan, a blueprint, 3D. They could stack this up on the wall. They could plan their escape route. Stop doing that. And that's exactly what she did. That's exactly what they did. And then I'm like, then she had just open houses. Just anybody walk up in there. I'm like, you can tell some of these people coming through here are not here to buy a house. They don't look like they got money to buy a house. They trying to see what they can take. You're cynical. And then we got robbed. And when they did it, they were in and out, Jack. They were in and out. I told her to put her jewelry away. She ain't put her jewelry away. And she had the jewelry out. I was like, they can plot right where they get your jewelry and have an exit because you giving them not even pictures. The pictures, they were nice pictures. But if you stack them on a wall, you could plot out your escape route. That's exactly what they did. The cops were like, wow, they got away pretty fast. Yeah, they got away pretty fast with a blueprint. Pictures. You literally, let's draw a picture for you for how to rob my house. Anyway. So even when that happened, I was working at the time. I could still continue on. So I could still complain and, oh, this isn't right. They robbed me, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell the cops they robbed me and I'm not going to be afraid and stuff. So when you have those kind of resources, if you get robbed even, let's say you get beat up. You have a decent job. Oh, they beat me up because I called the cops. So my eye, I'm going to have to go take off work to get, the therapy for the eye. They have to make sure that the iris is okay. If you have resources that, really poor people don't have, even if they retaliate against you, that's my point. Even if they retaliate against you physically, you can absorb that and continue on. And this is in addition to the obvious of, well, if you have money, you have a lawyer, you can just start suing people. And that's why you won't have corrupt cops. Because if it's in an area where they know there's more money and they try to plant drugs on somebody, Oh, I'm dating myself now if I'm doing dial tones. Hi, cousin lawyer. Cousin lawyer, how you doing? Hi, uncle lawyer. Hi, auntie lawyer. Mommy lawyer, daddy lawyer. The cops are trying to plant drugs on me. It's over. They're going to come, and especially in the DC area, we got like some of these big law firms around here. The people with money, they just come. They're going to hire their super lawyers, inside joke, and super lawyers going to come and just destroy everybody. But when you're really, really poor, you don't have access to that. And a lot of African Americans are really, really poor. A lot of African Americans are not really, really poor too. But a lot of African Americans are really, really poor. Because you see the same dynamic happen with very, very poor white folks too. Basically, if you don't have money, you're going to have crime in your area. And how can you fight back against crime outside of money? Is being able to protect yourself physically. And that's where I come in. That's why I like teaching at the community centers, because people of all races have come to train with me. Now, the only thing that irritates me about people coming to train with me at the community centers to get the low cost, it's not like I can kick them out because it's for the whole community. But I'm like, come on, if you know you can afford storefront, why are you coming to me? And everybody says this. The black people have said this. The white people have said this. The Asian people have said this. The Spanish-speaking people have said this. They've all said this. And it goes like this. I don't care. This is a bargain. I'm taking it. What can I say? What can I say? And some people have been really, 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 really poor that they couldn't even afford to come to the community center. But what they didn't know is, at least in Prince George's County, you can get a fee adjustment based on your income. You ask behind the desk and they give you a form to fill out so that based on your economic need, they drop the price of the class down. Even a class like mine, like my toddler class is $25 for 8 weeks at the time of this writing. Based on your income, you can get the fee even reduced on something like that. So the martial arts are a good way for people to learn how to fight back. Now, can you roundhouse kick machine gun bullets? No. But learning how to do those techniques will develop a stronger fighting psychology and spirit within you. And that will give you the courage and the mental strength to fight back in other ways. You'll have a warrior spirit, so you will war against things that are wrong and things that hurt you. And you will fight the metaphorical fight, for yourself, your family, your loved ones. That's one thing martial arts can do for you. In addition to really helping out with a lot of health conditions. It's great for arthritis and stress. And don't you think it's pretty stressful if you're living in a high crime environment? You know that's stressful. Right? So, one more thing, and then I'm going to just make this a two-parter. Now, you want to argue that there are a lot of low IQ black people who don't know better, and that's why there's so much crime. So, just to infer that there's nothing you can do about crime because they're just not capable of living in civilization, right? Well, no. You're letting bullies run amok. Just like the people that bullied me, right? Whenever you speak out about an issue like this, especially people can pick up on the fact that you're a nerd, like I am/was, and people used to call me Oreo. They go, you're going to be victimized more by your own people than other people, right? Okay, fine. Let's go with that. Let's go with that the actual physical victimization is going to come more from other black people than me. But, and in school, when I'm trying to learn, right, I'm trying to learn and these other people are distracting me, right? Which can happen and has happened, and I've had to deal with that too. But, this is the thing. The people who were trying to distract me were not in control of the environment. The adult authority figure is. The adult is pretty much always in control when there's kids around unless the kids pull out a gun and take over. That never happened. I have yet to see a World Star Hip Hop video where a kid pulls a gun and takes over the class. If you have one, please send it to me so I can see if I can figure out how to do some gun disarms in that situation. So that doesn't cut it. Because it's funny how the kids that cut up, that act up, magically know how to behave when authorities are around or, school police officers are around and stuff like that. When you see kids acting up and the cops have to put their hands on them, things have escalated way, way, way out of control, and they're not in their right frame of mind anymore. But if the proper authorities intervene at the proper time, things won't blow up to that in the first place. So basically, I'm saying this whole low IQ thing is just nonsense. First of all, it's not true. Second of all, it doesn't explain why there's crime in low-income black areas. What does explain it is simple. Our society allows it to happen, and that's why it does. Peace.